had 3 amazing track seasons, the last 3 seasons, which were capped by, we know, the bronze medal at the Beijing Olympics. Now you return to the cross country. Can you just explain how you matured this decision of returning to the basics of running?
Absolutely. Cross country is just a very pure sport, and it's the first sport that I fell in love with. And I always find that I have really great track seasons after I've been training for cross country. So I just wanted to get back to my roots and a sport that I really love. And this course and the weather are coming together beautifully for a great race. So
you prefer the rain?
I do, actually. It was a little too nice yesterday. I think we were all working on our suntans, and I don't want to be working on my suntan for a cross-country race. So I think it's shaping up to be a very challenging course. I was out there this morning, and the footing is very tricky, and it's going to be very exciting.
Shalane, you entered tomorrow's race as the US champion, but it will actually be your first time on the long cross, because your first 2 participation was on a short race which no longer exists. But I don't think distance is a problem for you. Do you actually prefer the long race?
We'll find out. You can ask me that tomorrow. But the 4K was a lot of fun, and but I like that you have all the contenders together in one race, and it truly is one of the toughest races in the world. And I think that going into this mentally, I'm prepared to run one of my hardest races tomorrow. I know that this will probably be the hardest race of my year. So.
Thank you. If I can ask you, we have here Lynette, who's a fantastic runner, both on the track, in the cross. Tirana, she's going to join us, world champions, Olympic champions at 10K. Can you just give us your opinion on their race style and tactics, and will you aim at following their pace, or are you going to set your own pace?
We have great leaders in this sport, and Lynette and Janice are fabulous runners, and I admire them, and I hope to just be with them stride for stride, and really just putting myself in the mix. And I'm always dreaming big dreams and putting myself in contention. And I think, you know, this is a team sport as well, and my teammates are counting on me to run to my best ability. And so the lowest score is always the best score. I have not talked to her recently. I haven't seen her, but I do know I've been on a couple of teams with Tina, and has been a great role model for myself and other U.S. women. And I can only imagine that her medaling at World Cross has only catapulted her to her further success that she had in Athens, and I think just built up a tremendous amount of confidence. You can medal at this stage in this race. You can only bode well and speak for further, even bigger accomplishments. So I guarantee Tina's medaling here 2 times. Really only just carry her career even further.
Can I just ask a quick supplementary question? Is following on from that, so I mean, I'm sure you've been asked by the American media a lot about this, but everybody seems to be talking about you as potentially a superb marathon runner. What's your thoughts about that?
I hope I'm a superb marathon runner. I love the marathon. I grew up in Boston, Massachusetts, so I, at a young age, was able to go down and watch the race. And at one point in time, I was in high school, and I watched, my mile PR was probably about 5:10, and I remember watching the women click off about 5:15, 5:20 miles around there, and thinking, how could I ever run that far? When my PR was about, but they ran for 26 miles, my 1 mile. So it takes a long time in development, and so I've been trying to develop myself, especially this past year, take a step back and really develop my marathoning skills, and hopefully that'll translate to good cross country, and then hopefully in the fall I'd like to tackle a marathon.